What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Saved by the Code, where I discuss all things cryptocurrencies, and we got the juiciest of the juice for you as usual. We got Fed interest rate cut news. We got a golden statue of Donald Trump holding a Bitcoin news. We got FTX news. We're going to be going over the market and the prices and all that good stuff. So let's just get into it. And speaking of prices, this is the most boring bull market of all time. The theme of this bull run, if you want to even call it that, is just the price goes up and then it just goes sideways and down. It never just like explodes and breaks new all-time highs and resistance levels and all that. It is just so boring. We haven't even seen an alt season, and just everybody online is just like, it's coming and we're right on the cusp. It's gonna be there. We're right here. It's just by year end, Bitcoin 150, 200,000, this and that and that. Just happen. It's so annoying, but I know it's hard to keep your faith, but Bitcoin is still Bitcoin and the fundamentals haven't changed. The fundamentals have actually been stronger than ever, and nothing's changed. Everything is fine. It's just price go up, number go up, technology activate. That's what Bitcoin is. It's number go up technology. We need to activate that, and it's just floundering at 116,000. The interest rate cut finally happened. Oh my God, 0.25%. Oh, money's so much cheaper now. Wow, we're all gonna be rich. It's so ridiculous that this is what we had to wait for, but even that didn't really cause much of a price rise. I mean, we went from like the 110s to 115, 116, all the way up to 117. Now we're just floundering sideways, kind of down. And this is how it is now. Just go up, flounder, sideways, down. Go up a little, and it takes so long for that price increase to even happen. There's just like months in between. It just like goes up for like a day or two, and then just flounders sideways down for like a month or two or three. But yeah, the market pretty much looks like a Christmas tree today. Just red and green, just 0, 1, 2, 3% in either way. Just very boring. Very, very boring. Oh, here's one up 90%. Aster. That's a new coin or something. New shiny coin. I don't even know what it does, but it is up 117% or 90% on the day. 85. So if you hold Aster, congratulations. I have no idea what that is, but apparently it's a new coin that's out. That's up by a lot. It'll probably dump. I predict it will dump a lot. So yeah, just boring. Just the theme of this bull market, even though there is incredible news happening all the time, so much good stuff happening every single day, and the price just is like, bleh, bleh. But just have faith. Bitcoin will hit $1 million someday. Maybe not this cycle, probably not this cycle based on what's been happening. But like I've said in some of my previous videos, this is just like a big transition year, if you will. Trump got elected, everybody's minds blown, oh my gosh, whoa. And then all these crypto regulations got significantly relaxed. And now it's just people are getting used to that, I guess you could say. I don't know. That's just my, guy on the internet theory. But yeah, it's just like this transition year. I think 2026, 2027, reality will have set in by then. And, crypto's here to stay. We have favorable regulations now. We have a crypto president. Like, that's amazing. And it will happen. Prices will go up eventually. It's just, this is the year. It's just transition people. And, all the crazy stuff going on with the tariffs and World War III and things like that gets people spooked and people freaked out, and it reflects in prices of assets. So it is still really frustrating though. Like gold's at all-time highs, stock market, this and that, all-time highs. Crypto's just bleh, bleh. But whatever. Just have faith, folks. Have faith. So much good stuff happening all the time, every day. Just look past the price. Just look past the price, and your mind will be put at ease whenever you see there's just so much good stuff going on. Like, how much longer can the price be held back? And of course, there's probably manipulation, all sorts of nefarious things going on. No market is immune to that. However, come on, number, go up. Number go up technology, activate. So yeah, interest rates got cut by 0.25%. Wow, amazing. Oh my gosh, we've been waiting so long. Like, it's so ridiculous. 0.25%? Like, I get that's like pretty significant when you get into bigger numbers. Like, it is, but just this is what determines if the value of assets goes up or not, like especially crypto. It's ridiculous. But that's where we are now, and it's just nice to this finally just happening because everybody's just been waiting on this. It's so ridiculous too how just sketch all this is. I mean, they haven't cut rates for years. They I think increased the rate right before the election to just toy with that, of course, to make it look like everything is great and wonderful. Oh, we're raising rates right before the election because Biden did such a great job. Whatever, we're not going to get into any of that, but it's just nice this finally happened. And the market really didn't do much at all. I mean, it did. It was already priced in, is what people were saying, because before this even happened, the prices had been going up from like 110, 112,000 to like 116, 117. Wow, big increase. Oh my gosh. Like, that's like big now. It's like, whoa, Bitcoin went up by 3%, 3%. And the market cap is much higher, trillions, too, at that. And so it is harder for the price to move. It takes a lot more money. And so, but this is how it is now. It's so boring. Oh my gosh. Can Bitcoin just be at $500,000 now like it should be? But like I said, there's so many crazy things going on in the world that freaks people out, and just like it reflects in the markets. And Bitcoin is incredibly strong. We are still intact. Everything is fine. We're sitting at 116,000. Yeah, it dipped to like 110, 108 even, whatever. But we're fine. Everything's fine. Where concern should arise would be if we went down to like the 104, 102, below 100,000. Okay, that's pretty sketch, technically speaking. But we're not there. So why would we even entertain that? That is something we'll deal with if it happens. But yeah, we're just sitting at 116,000 right now. No one knows what's gonna happen. There's so many, just everybody's all over the place. Like, oh, Bitcoin's going to 200,000 year end, and there's other people that are like, Bitcoin's going down. It's the end. This is the last phase. We hit the top. We double topped. It's going down. Like, no one knows. No one has any idea. Look at this. I analyze this and this and that and that and this, and so it's going up. Like, no one has any idea what they're doing. Gambler's fallacy is a real thing. Seeing patterns where they don't exist. However, everything's intact. Everything's fine. Great news all the time, all across the board. This interest rate cut, and there's supposed to be more coming this year. So, good stuff. For apparently, interest rate cuts are good for risk on assets like crypto and Bitcoin and all that stuff. So, yeah, love to see it. Even though I just think it's ridiculous that this is what the whole market waits on now. For the Fed, some old guy to stand in front of a podium and say, we're doing this and or that. Like, that's literally where we are. It's very sad. But, nonetheless, that's how the world is and how it works. So, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's good. That's all that we need to take from this, is that it's a good thing that the interest rates got cut, and that's all done and over with finally, and that we're going to probably see more cuts here. So, good stuff. Thanks, Jerry Powell. Jay Powell's. The boy, the homie. All right, so we got a golden statue of Donald Trump holding a Bitcoin in D.C. on September 17th to honor his support of cryptocurrency. So yeah, there is a statue there. And a post on X, tribute to our savior. He's a savior. It is incredible how much the man is doing for crypto. He is so pro-crypto, it's palpable. They own Trump media owns like $2 billion in Bitcoin. They're involved in Bitcoin mining. They got an altcoin launch and this and that. I'm gonna get into some of that stuff. People think it's really sketch what's going on here with the World Liberty Finance, which I'm sure there's some sketchy stuff going on. But anyways, yeah, we'll get into that. But yeah, so a golden statue of Trump holding a Bitcoin in DC. Good stuff. Love to see it because he is doing so much for crypto. Truly, truly is. And who cares if he's in it just for self-interest? I'm riding the train with him. And I don't think it is totally self-interest, but they've been debanked. The Trumps have been debanked. They are not allowed to use like certain banks, even though they have tons of money because of their reputation. But luckily there's crypto, and that's why they're so pro crypto, is because they can now be their own bank. They literally got censored. It's so bad out there because of their reputation, if you want to call it that. But yeah, so golden statue Trump holding a Bitcoin in DC. And on the topic of Trump, World Liberty Finance, Trump's altcoin, if you want to call it, it's like a finding crypto services platform, whatever. They say that this is an American sellout. A watchdog labeled them as a American sellout for alleged North Korea and Iran token sales. Wow, what do you know? Someone's trying to smear Trump again, once again, for just the stupidest thing. Okay, so some North Koreans and some Iranians bought World Liberty Finance token. Oh my god, what do we gotta do? He's selling crypto, making money off of them. How dare he? It's so ridiculous. Who cares if some Iranian or North Koreans bought World Liberty Finance and maybe they made some money off of it? Who cares? And you really think Trump has he's like, oh yeah, he's on the phone with like some North Korean dudes or Kim Jong whatever now, Kim Jong Un or some Iranian, like, yeah, we're gonna sell you 10,000. It says here $10,000 in tokens. Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, sell them that. I need to make some money off of that. Like, it's so ridiculous. And they're saying that we're making money off of these horrible people, these horrible places. And then it puts, wait, you gotta listen to this guy. Oh, this guy, there's a video of this guy saying that it's putting the American economy and American workers at risk. It's so ridiculous how hated, like, this is the most smeared man in history, Donald Trump. Like, you can't do anything. You literally can't blink his eyes without being like, he blinked his eyes. He must be in with the Iranians. He's being controlled by North Korea. They made him blink. Like, it's so insane. Like, and so, yeah, they're claiming that he is selling crypto to North Korea and Iranians and making money. How dare he? It's just so ridiculous. Like, who cares? Truly, who cares? And it's like such small amounts. They're saying like $10,000 was sold to some Iranian person, $26,000 to someone else. It's just ridiculous. Like, they act like Trump's behind like a desk just like authorizing these transactions. Like, yeah, got him. Like, who cares? Who freaking cares? So, I mean, World Liberty Finance, there's nothing special about it. It is just another crap coin, SHIT coin. There's really nothing special. I mean, Trump is doing so much for crypto, but it is just another crap altcoin. So yeah, this is just so ridiculous. American sellout. Trump family linked World Liberty Finance accused of deals with U.S. adversaries. The sad thing is that people will read this and be like, oh, he's so corrupt. How dare he? I can't believe he would do this. It's horrible. Oh, it's so terrible. Trump probably isn't has no involvement with this. Like, he just has his name on it, maybe funded it. Like, he's not like determining who can buy his token or not. Like, these people are so ridiculous. They will find anything. Try to find anything. The people that believe it, oh, I wish you the best. That's all I'll say. But yeah, so World Liberty Finance is an American sellout. We're making money. He's making money off of North Korea and Iran. Trump, how dare he? It's horrible. It's terrible what he's doing. It's ridiculous, these stories. So, all right, whatever. Moving on from that, we got a story that ties into what I was saying in the beginning, how boring everything is, and it's Bitcoin may go boring as institutional interest ramps up. Yes, it is very boring. It's not may go boring. It is very boring. And it's now more appealing to institutions, big money players, because it is boring. They don't want a crazy volatile asset that goes up and down and sideways and this and that. They want something like this that's nice and stable now and that isn't going to go down 20% in a day, which removes the thrill from it, though. Bitcoin was a lot more, the price action was a lot more exciting in the past in previous runs. I mean, literally days where it would be up 30, 40% in a day. It was beautiful to see. Altcoins up 100%, 200%, like everywhere. It was nuts. That's just not happening this time around. And we haven't even seen an alt season yet. It's amazing because there's even like treasury companies now for altcoins for like Solana and XRP and things like that. I just think these things haven't really kicked in yet. And I don't think they will until next year. Like, I think next year we're going to see the bull market continue. A lot of people think we're going to top it, like at the end of this year, beginning of next year. I don't think so. No indicators are really telling us that. It's just people literally are relying on the 4-year cycle theory. They're just like, 4 years, end of 4 years, it's it. It's over, it's done. Because 2021 was the last time we peaked. So now 2025, it's just history rhymes. It doesn't really repeat. And things are, people say, is the most dangerous thing you could say is that it's different now. It is different now. But they claim that the thing that doesn't change, when you say it's different now is human psychology, which I totally see that. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the next couple months because in past runs, this is around the time where we see the blow off top, whatever you want to call it, towards the end, like December, January, Q4, and we are there. If the 4-year cycle theory still rings true, which I don't think it will. I think we're going to see a prolonged bull market. We're probably going to see some selling, but then it'll just continue into 2026, 2027, because just the amount of amazing news is just, it's incredible. You can't look up Bitcoin without just seeing amazing news like all the time. So yeah, it is boring, but this is how the institutions like it, folks. So, hey, if they're going to bring their billions and trillions of dollars in, cool. I'm going to ride the train with them. Whatever, let them come in droves. I just don't think any of this has like truly kicked in yet. We're in that tranny year, transitioning year. We're transitioning. We're crypto curious. I'm crypto curious. Are you? All right. Anyways, yeah, Bitcoin's boring. It is boring. Thank you, Michael Saylor. All right, we got news coming out of Bhutan. Bhutan is a little country in the Himalayas, in that area of the world, in Asia, that has been mining Bitcoin for like years, since like 2020 or something. They like were quietly doing it, and then like in 2023 it like came out that they've been mining Bitcoin and have, like hold like $1 billion in Bitcoin now, and it's just great. I love it. Like these little monks in Bhutan are just like, we mine Bitcoin, and they don't like tell anybody. It's just how it is over there. It's no news or anything, but it did finally get out. But they were doing it silently for like years. But they've amassed quite a bit of Bitcoin. I believe they hold $1 billion, 9,652 Bitcoin. Yeah, the story is just saying that they transferred a lot of Bitcoin. But I wanted to read the story just to highlight that the number of players involved in Bitcoin mining, the treasury companies, it goes so far and deep now. We got Bhutan, a country mining Bitcoin quietly for years, and now they're just like sitting on a pile of gold here, pile of Bitcoin, excuse me, and it's beautiful to see. I love to see it. Little Bhutan has just been stacking Bitcoin over there. They're just over there meditating, a way of life. They got it figured out over there. Their whole monk worldview and way of living. It's a beautiful thing. Meditation, all those kinds of things. And see, they're making very good decisions. They're meditating and their yoga and stuff, making them mine Bitcoin. It's great. Love to see it. So yeah, they moved a lot of Bitcoin. And it's a beautiful thing to see. And they're just going to continue mining Bitcoin and stacking Bitcoin. But it just goes to show you how many players are involved with this. It's just Bhutan. Imagine how many other countries, how many other companies, how many other mining operations are going on that you may not know about, or we don't know about. It goes so deep. So it's just like, look past the price, folks. Like, things like this, they're just going to continue happening. And number go up, baby. Number go up, technology activated. So, in news that nobody cares about, Kevin Durant, he is a basketball player for the Rockets, accessed his Bitcoin account on Coinbase since not being able to access it since 2016 for some reason. He was just unable to get access. Now, all of a sudden, he just did, and there's like millions of dollars in there. He bought it, Bitcoin 650 in 2016. Now it's worth a lot of money. So, that's the news that no one cares about. Kevin Durant, all right, buddy, already loaded. Now is more loaded. So, I don't know why he couldn't access his Coinbase account for that long, but now he has a lot of money. It's probably a good thing because he couldn't sell. All right. Moving on from that story. Just like highlighting what I talked about earlier, how we're seeing altcoin treasury companies popping up. We have a Solana treasury company. We have XRP. We have Ethereum treasury companies. Big deal. That's huge. Like, it just shows the maturation of this industry and how much money there is waiting to jump into this market. We're right on the cusp. We're on the cusp. We're going to go to two. It's just so frustrating. They're like, Price, what are you doing? We have all this amazing news. Oh, this and that. Altcoins, so much money. A wall of money coming into crypto. Price doesn't move. Price up 1%. Like, it's like a meme. It's insane. But this article is stating that Cathie Wood, the CEO of ARK Invest, some hedge fund, I believe. She's pretty cool. Cathie Wood. She loves Bitcoin. She loves crypto. But they just bought $162 million worth of Soulmate shares. Soulmate is the Solana treasury company that's buying Solana, which is an altcoin, to put into their coffers. And Cathie Wood is buying their stock. So getting indirect exposure to this. And that's a pretty good move now. You know, buying the stock of these crypto treasury companies, they perform quite well. And it's something you may want to look into. But anyways, we got Cathie Wood buying Solana treasury stocks. It's amazing to see these altcoin treasury companies. I mean, this is what global adoption looks like. I mean, we got freaking companies stacking altcoins and putting them into their treasuries for long-term holding. It's wild. It's not just Bitcoin now, it is altcoins. And it is incredible to see. It started with Bitcoin. And here we got another story. Speaking of altcoin treasuries, Tom Lee's BitMine. Tom Lee's some hedge fund guy on Wall Street. He loves crypto also. They buy another $69 million in Ethereum, and they hold $8.6 billion in Ethereum. That's a lot of money, folks. So it's just like Ethereum, Solana, all of these treasury companies buying all these altcoins, and price goes down. Like, it is so ridiculous. This is what I'm talking about. There's so much great, amazing news. What the hell is the price doing? It's a meme. It's ridiculous. Like, you could literally say God bought Bitcoin and the price would go up by like 1%. Be like, oh, well, big deal. Who cares? Like, God just bought Bitcoin. Like, whatever. Like, it's like, seriously. It's just like the best news in the world, and it's just like, bleh. Like, what is going on? Something weird is going on. Oh, who knows? But nonetheless, just highlights how this is global adoption. This is how deep this stuff goes, how integrated crypto is becoming into the world. And it'll continue happening. These things are just going to continue happening, and the prices will go up eventually. I know. It's so frustrating. They will. I know. I promise. I swear. I hope they do. So, yeah. Good stuff. People stacking Ethereum, Solana, companies stacking a lot of money too. Like, that's $8.6 billion in ETH, and the price goes down. Like, what the heck? What the hell? But anyways, this is some FTX stuff. They've been repaying back their creditors over the years, and they're set to repay another $1.6 billion to creditors. FTX was, for those of you that may not know, was a crypto exchange back in 2021, 2022, led by Sam Bankman-Fried, otherwise known as Scam Bankrupt Fraud, SBF. And they were just totally not, they were just a fraud. They were just a fraudulent company. They didn't have a lot of the assets they said they did. They were spending money. It was just a whole fraudulent thing. So a lot of people lost a lot of money, basically. A lot of people lost a lot of money. And so they've been repaying them over the years. And they have returned about $6 billion to creditors, which is great. That's wonderful. People got their money back. Good stuff. But they're set to pay back another $1.6 billion on September 30th to people that lost a bunch of money. So watch out there, folks. There's a lot of scammy stuff. FTX was thought to be like the greatest thing in the world. Sam Bankman-Fried was like the greatest person in the world. He wanted to like give all his money away and do so many great things. Oh, this and that. And he was an altruist, I think it's called. And it ended up being just a massive fraud. Bummer. But yeah, look out there, folks, because there's frauds everywhere. Everywhere. People think that he's a genuine person, that this was not his doing, but he got 25 years in prison. That's no joke. That is a long time. But he will walk the streets again. If we're even still here in 25 years. Man, imagine the world 2050. Oh my gosh, that is like dizzying to think about. But we gotta have flying cars by then. We were supposed to have flying cars in 2020. This is BS. Like, all those cartoons and all those TV shows, like, where's the flying cars? What the heck? Where are they at? This is a ripoff. We were lied to. So yeah, FTX paying back people. You go, FTX. All right, we got some news about how much Bitcoin is illiquid, is off the market. And it has hit a record of 14.3 million Bitcoin. So people are holding their Bitcoin. They ain't selling. And let me tell you that there's 21 million Bitcoin that exists. So this is 14 million of the 21 million that will ever exist. Right now, there's almost 20 million. There's a total of 21 million. But anyways, 14.3 million Bitcoin illiquid, of which 5 million are lost forever. You know, people forgot their passwords throughout their computers, this and that. Oh, that'd be so horrible. But anyways, so really, we probably have 1 million Bitcoin floating around out there that's liquid on exchanges that you can purchase. That is nothing. Yeah, right now, Bitcoin's current circulating supply is 19.92 million. 21 million will exist, so there's about 1 million Bitcoin to be mined still over the course of the next 110 years. The last Bitcoin is to be mined in the year 2140. So we're about 20 million right now. It is 14.3 million is a liquid, 5 million lost forever. I mean, you do the math. There's like nothing. There's no Bitcoin out there. So why isn't the price going up? I don't know. But this shows you, this is good. This is good stuff. When people want to hold their Bitcoin, they want to hold it. They have faith in it. They've had faith in the future of it. And people don't want to sell their freaking Bitcoin, man. I don't know why you would. I mean, I get it. People need to sell it and enjoy their lives or pay off bills or they're getting wrecked by the IRS, whatever it is. I understand you got to sell. But people don't want to. It's hard to press that sell button with Bitcoin. You're like, it like hurts. You have like your finger just doesn't even want to. You're just like, oh God. It's a terrible feeling. It's horrible. One of the worst feelings in the world. Selling Bitcoin. But yeah, this just shows you that people want to hold the Bitcoin. It's large holders. It says here, meanwhile, larger holders, 100 to 1,000 plus Bitcoin, are scooping up almost thrice the new issuance. So about 3 times more than what is being mined per day. So why isn't the price going up? I don't know. It's like stuff like this. You read stuff like this and you're like, Bitcoin should be at like $1 billion. Like, what the heck? It's just sideways down. Oh yeah, God bought Bitcoin. Oh wow, big deal. Up 1%. Like, we've gotten to that point. That's like where we are now. You know? Here's a story, another record metric for Bitcoin. Bitcoin difficulty hits another all-time high. The difficulty in Bitcoin is just how difficult it is for the miners, the computers that are creating Bitcoin, to mine a Bitcoin. The difficulty. So this difficulty self-adjusts every 2 weeks based on how quickly Bitcoin is mined. So if Bitcoin is and you're supposed to hit a sweet spot is 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes, a block is created and added to the blockchain, and the Bitcoin is mined and put into circulation. Right now, it's 3.125 every block, every 10 minutes. So, but the system has to account for miners exiting and entering the network, which is happening every day. Miners turning off their machines, turning on their machines. So there's always this influx and efflux of miners and computing power exiting and entering the network. So this means that there's more competition or less competition. So Bitcoin will be mined quicker whenever there are miners exiting, and whenever there are miners entering, which is more competition, it will be mined slower. But you want to hit that sweet spot of 10 minutes. So every 2 weeks, you look at the average, and if it's above 10 minutes, the difficulty will be increased or decreased so that the Bitcoin can be mined quicker. If it's below 10 minutes, you will increase the difficulty. So that's just kind of a little rundown of what difficulty is. It's just how difficult it is for a mining machine to mine Bitcoin. I'm not going to get into the technicalities of it, but that's pretty much all it is. It's a really ingenious system. It's really cool. It adjusts every 2 weeks, like I said, just automated. But the difficulty is at an all-time high, and this indicates that we have that the hash rate being how much computing power is behind the Bitcoin network, is so that also indicates how secure the network is. The more computing power, the more hash rate, which is just how computing power, you could think of it as, means more security, more secure. It's harder to take down the network because there's so much computing power. But yeah, so we are at an all-time high of difficulty, marking a 30% increase since the beginning of the year. So that's huge. 30% increase in difficulty. That's insane. That just means the competition is higher than ever and that there's more people mining Bitcoin than ever. It is wild to see. And we just keep hitting all-time highs with that metric, like the entire year. And you can just look at a chart. It's just been going up for since like 2015. It's so wild how massive and decentralized the Bitcoin network is. It is mind-blowing. It's unstoppable now. You cannot take down Bitcoin. It's just like, and it can only happen once. Bitcoin can just happen one time, because if you try to start another Bitcoin, it would just get taken down because people didn't think Bitcoin would get to where it was today, but now it did. So it can only happen one time. A decentralized cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin, which is the only true decentralized cryptocurrency, is Bitcoin. It's in a league of its own. Everything else, that's why they call them altcoins and Bitcoin. It is its own thing. You can't even compare Ethereum or anything to Bitcoin. So yeah, and it will remain king, I think, forever. I don't think Bitcoin will be dethroned by any means. So yeah, difficulties at an all-time high, signaling that there is an all-time high of miner activity, of people mining Bitcoin, of competing to get that sweet block reward. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing to see. Love it. And I'm sure it'll just continue increasing. Now that crypto regulations have been so relaxed, the logical thing, but who knows? Life doesn't make sense sometimes. So, but to end it here, we got a story about the Michigan State House of Representatives advances a strategic Bitcoin reserve bill. I mean, the news is just mind-blowing. We got countries, we got states, we got companies, we got your grandma, we got your cat. Everybody's buying Bitcoin and the price goes down. God bought Bitcoin. Jesus just bought Bitcoin. Oh my God, Jesus came down from the heavens. And the first thing he did, imagine, was just like, I shall buy Bitcoin. And he just buys $1 quadrillion in Bitcoin, because he just has like $1 quadrillion just chilling, and just Bitcoin's market cap's all of a sudden 1 quadrillion. And we're all quadrillionaires and everybody's rich and happy. Thank you, Jesus. That's all you would need to do. If Jesus came down from the heavens and bought Bitcoin and just would pump this thing, like, come on, that would save the world. That's all he's got to do. It's that simple. It is that simple. You just buy, Jesus needs to buy Bitcoin and the world is saved. All ails of the world will end. Anyways, so yeah, what was I even talking about? Michigan State House of Representatives advanced strategic Bitcoin reserve bill. I mean, yeah, just states are buying Bitcoin. They want to buy Bitcoin. And these things are progressing. It's beautiful to see. And the price goes down. This is what, it can't be held back forever. It's just impossible. Imagine, this theory of hyper Bitcoinization, where Bitcoin is literally everywhere, owned by every country, every state. We pin the value of fiat currencies to it, and it just underpins everything. This is how it happens, and that's where we get the $1 million Bitcoins, and that is a conservative price target for me, if you ask me. Whenever we think about a hyper Bitcoinization scenario where it literally is ubiquitous around the entire world, like these things, if you were paying attention, you see how much is happening. You see that $1 million Bitcoin is low. That's a $20 trillion market cap, I think, for Bitcoin, which that's a lot of money, man. I mean, that's where gold is sitting at, I believe, right now, is like 25 trillion. Bitcoin's better than gold, so come on, $50 trillion market cap, that's easy. I mean, Bitcoin is global. It's not like a US thing, or it's not isolated. It is a global thing. Like Amazon is just the US, and look how massive it is. Microsoft, whatever, Amazon, they're just very isolated. Bitcoin is global. It's so huge. And I mean, states are buying it. They are proposing bills, and these things are progressing. And not just Michigan isn't the only one. And it says the bill would allow 10% of state funds to be invested into Bitcoin. I mean, you can invest into your 401k with Bitcoin now. I mean, there's just so much good stuff. And the price goes down. I mean, people just don't pay attention. I think most people, at least most people, just look at the price. They don't even know what Bitcoin is. They don't know how incredibly significant these things are, and just see where this is all going. Hyper Bitcoinization, baby. We're going to get there. It's happening before our eyes. All right, folks, that does it for today's episode of Saved by the Code, the juiciest crypto podcast on the internet. And stay faithful, folks. We got this. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And until next time, I do bid you farewell on your cryptocurrency journey.